Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. This is day 36 as the Democratic Republic of Congo in Conflict of Nations World War III. So just looking at what we've got here, over here in like Afghanistan, Turkmenistan, we were fighting the Kazakhstanis and we're pretty much just mopping this area up. Well, do they have India? We got wrapped up in a conflict with India, but India was a pretty minor player. So we're just really mopping this area up over here, and we have transferred quite a few, some of our troops back over here because we engaged the Saudis, and we're doing the same thing over here. We've got infantry and other units moving through here, cleaning this up. I had an AWACS on station. Oh, he's over here. I'm going to bring him back out. But I think we pretty much mopped up the Saudi military. We're just cleaning this up. There's this Libyan unit here. He's a recon unit, so he's on Saudi territory, even though he can't conquer that territory. This is really all that's left of Libya, so we'll just go ahead and declare war against him and mop this up and take over most all of North Africa. Is kind of what the plan is at this point. And then if we come back, let's shift the map around a little bit. Showing our alliance versus the people we're fighting versus the only thing we really have left is the Ukrainians over here. Which, if I look at our alliance, we're the only alliance left. And Iraq has now joined the alliance. I saw when I looked on here yesterday, Ukraine had applied to join the alliance, but then I suppose he brought the Iraqis in. That was pretty much the end of the other alliance, the last alliance we have. There's this stuff up here that's still Kazakhstan, but it's, do they have... This city it's basically the, it's been there's a rebellion there and over here, so they really don't have any cities left, and so that's kind of the end of them. Japan is probably going to be the next big target because we've got Japan and Myanmar over here. I think the UK is already at war with Japan if we go back and check it out here. And they are, oops, sorry. I wanted to see, yep, they're at war with the UK already. So, that's probably the next target. I think there's a little bit over here in the Americas. There is Brazil. Don't know, well... I look at what's going on over here. So the UK has already conquered most of their home cities. That's all rogue state. So unless Brazil has shifted up, and so they really haven't. Look at all these. All their cities have gone rogue state. So Brazil is just territory to be overrun at this point in the game. Cuba is still here. But they're the same thing. I kind of doubt anybody's playing Cuba because all of their cities have turned rogue state. Is that true? No, not all of them. San Juan, Puerto Rico. So, yep. So really, I mean, the game is pretty much over with the exception of Japan, a little bit of Saudi Arabia, and Myanmar. So, we got, see, that's Myanmar as well. So, really, we're just the last few countries left that we're cleaning up. Back over here in production, I annexed another city because I was running short on supplies again. I'm trying to build up other things, and I forgot that's an occupied city. I can't remember where I basically annexed the city. It was probably, is it this one? Yep, it's being annexed. He's got another 5 hours and a bit before this is complete, so I can actually increase that production. And we had some damage from the strategic bombers from Kazakhstan up here in, is that Kasangani, or I don't know how you say that. But anyway, so we're gone back. We're repairing the air base, and then we've got to put the rest of our infrastructure back in there. We still got a lot of production going on over in here. The stealth fighter. So we're going to go ahead and continue to build out the rest of our military. We're starting to build some SAMs, and they might be useful against Japan, but I kind of doubt they're going to be required at this phase of the game. We are going to go through and continue to build more infantry and more fighter aircraft. And then we will start to engage over in Japan next. We did research, okay, that's the other thing. We researched drones, kind of late in the game, but we did. And I think we are pushing out our, no, we didn't. I thought this was cruise missile, but did we already do that? No. We're going to go ahead and continue to push out on cruise missiles because they're just really effective to engaging enemy units at range and not exposing my units. And then once we get later on up here in these UAVs, they can carry these cruise missiles in for us. And we don't have enough supplies to build. You know what? No, I don't really need another. We're building a stealth fighter there. So I'm just going to leave that like it is. I'm going to take him. I don't know if I really need to move him. Oh, so he's landing there.
Reporting for duty.
We're just going to have these
Affirmative.
units mop up
Affirmative.
what's left of these territories.
Affirmative.
Oops, I want to push waypoint. So he's got that armored unit up here. We are going to just get close enough to hit him with the railgun. And actually, I can send this unit over here as well. And they will make pretty quick work of him. Think I have. Oh, I do. I got a second infantry unit there, so we're going to split him off and have him just. By the time he gets to that reconnaissance unit, he shouldn't be there anymore. Okay, so all that is being cleaned up. You know what? Now that we
Moving to target. Moving to target.
Done this, I just want to go through and clean all this up.
Affirmative. 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 Affirmative.
And we will have him end in that
Affirmative.
right there. Okay, so that will clean that up. I've got this other city over here. Yep, I'm okay with all that. So I think that'll clean up North Africa for us. I'm not too worried about these other units. So there's a city here, which is, well, it's rogue state now, but my ally apparently nuked it, so it's contaminated. Not sure if I want to send one of my units. I'm definitely not sending a National Guard unit in there because I know that that won't last. So, what are we looking like up here? He still needs to be finished. So we are going to have him roll down here. You know what? I'm going to have him start all the way over here. And just run along this bottom section. Basically mopping up this area down here. I don't see any other enemy units down here with my AWACS. Doesn't mean they're not there, but it's pretty. I feel pretty comfortable with that. I don't think that there's anything down there. If there is, I'll just deal with it if I run into it. We got this unit that is just stopped out here. So we are going to have clean all this up and then go back into that city. And then we'll let this normalize out. And once that's normalized out, if there's still something over here, we can push into Japan. I think if I'm starting to push into here, I mean, you look, remember we talked before, these are huge provinces up here. It's going to take a long time. But if I come down here, they're smaller, they're grouped together. So if I do this, I think what I'll end up doing is sitting up over here in this Iraqi territory and pushing along the coast here, all the way down and past Thailand into Vietnam. And that'll probably do it at that point. I don't think I will. That's Myanmar's territory. I don't think I will bother. I think by the time we get pushing into Japan, I would assume the UK and the rest of the alliance will have dealt with them, but that's not always a guarantee, but that's what I'm going to assume right now. And I will figure I'll deal with them later now. So I've got a ground unit over here. So I'm going to take my Air Force and let them this guy here, I've got aircraft on patrol as well. I'll do the same thing. I want to clean those up. I don't want to leave any of their, the rogue state units laying around. Okay, and I think that is kind of where we are at tonight. So we've got our production set up, and then for our next units, but I think our military is large enough to deal with whatever they're dealing with. We got these, who's got these tanks down here? This is Iraq. So I remember in my intelligence units, we're looking at Iraq at one point in the Saudis, and they were producing a lot of infantry and a lot of tanks. I don't know where the Saudi units, I'm assuming that the South Africans must have taken those out, because I didn't really run into those and whenever I took over North Africa, or I'm running through North Africa right now. Now my intel though, I will go back and look at so I have intel agents currently in Saudi Arabia, but that's no longer necessary. So I'm going to pull them out. And did they actually do anything? Let's take a look. Not really. So there's Myanmar, Kazakhstan. Yeah, I don't really see anything for those. So what I'm going to do, because we know that this is going to be the next phase of this, we are going to put several of these units down here just to gather intelligence initially, and then I will have them start conducting other types of espionage attacks. So, well, I don't want to do that. I want to put him over here. Oh, there's apparently other foreign agents in that territory. I will put these guys over here. How much? That's really all I need. I got 3 in there. That'll kind of give me a good feel for what I'm dealing with on that side. I've got plenty more money up here if I want to put more agents out, but I don't feel like I need to right now. So I think that is it. We've got our production set up. We looked at our intel, and I mean, we can come through here. We just declared war against Libya. I've got this fighter unit that just, I mean, so he's gone. He's already wiped this guy out. So who is moving through here? Somebody's moving through here. They'll clear that up. They're not going to run into that infantry unit now, so we are good to go there. And the rest of it is just where we are basically overrunning territories. So that's what I have for you tonight. I think after we're done here in North Africa, we're going to start shifting units over to the Iraqi territory. Like I said, to make this run, we'll push in through India, Bangladesh, and then Myanmar, and then all the way over into Vietnam and try to seize this whole area down here where these smaller provinces are. If we look up here under the score right now, we're still in second place, but I am only about 400 points behind the UK right now, who's one of my alliance partners. Possibility to catch him before the end of the game, I think, so we'll see. But I'll finish in second place regardless. That's fine. And the alliance, so the alliance I'm a part of will win this particular game. So anyway, if you like these videos, please do me a favor, hit the like button down below so that others can find my videos. And if you'd like to see more of them, please hit the subscribe button down below. That'll help my channel out a lot. I appreciate you watching. Thanks. Take care.